Welcome back to Tori's Crap. This is Tori. I'm just hitting you guys up with a lot of videos lately, huh? Um, so I know I had a drill with me come out on Sunday. Um, it wasn't really the drill with me that I wanted to do. This was the drill with me I wanted to do. So before I get into too much here, um, little warnings just in case, because I don't know what's going to happen. I may cuss, I may not. There has been some stuff that's been going on that I want to share with you guys. Now, before you guys come at me in the comments below, I do have my comments set to review status first before they're published. And there's a reason for that, and I'll explain here in just a second. But I don't want you guys to come at me for multiple reasons. One is I'm freely sharing this information with you guys. I could just let it go and not share anything with you guys. A lot of people think, oh, you're just a creator, you're sharing information with us, your life is our life now, blah, blah, blah. That's not the case. Just because I share information with y'all doesn't really mean I'm sharing the information just to be bullied. So if you come at me in the comments, just know that they are pre-reviewed, and if I don't like them, they don't get published. So just a fair warning, treat me how I would treat you guys. That's all I ask. There are some topics I want to talk about. Black Lives Matter, I've talked about that a little bit on the channel. I still want to talk about it because that's still something that is continuously going on. It's continuously talked about on the news. It pops up on my homepage on YouTube every now and then. Pride is another one that pops up on YouTube. Let's see. What else? There was something else. I can't remember on top of my head now. But and Karens, they pop up on my YouTube. I've seen a lot of those, and I have my fair share. So we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes real fast, just to let things get off my chest. So I'm gonna talk about the comments real fast. The reason why the comments have been switched to review status first is, and I'm highly pissed off about this. There have been several people, and I can't remember who they are now, but they would pin my video and put pornography website. This is unacceptable on so many levels. And children do get on to parents' phones unsupervised. Just the other day, my 7-year-old little brother was trying to play with my phone. And thankfully, I have a pin set up that he can't figure out. And he's not that good with technology anyway. So if it's not a swipe up or down, he can't get into it. But that is not the case here. If I hold on, I'm trying to figure out if there's a T in this key or not. One second. I think that's a T. Line going. Oh yeah, it's a teardrop T. Okay. My bad. It's confusing. I'm doing the peacock, but I'll explain why I'm doing the peacock in a second. But anyway, if I didn't have that security set up, he could have gone onto my phone, and if my phone wasn't such bad with internet, he could have clicked on a link, and it could have taken him anywhere. So doing that, I'm scared to even think if one of you saw that and click that link. I mean, I'm cool with them watching my content and all that stuff as long as you're with them, because of the whole Child Protection Act thing when they're online. But to think a link like that, a comment like that, could be posted on YouTube and it's not caught. And here I am, the creator of that video. If YouTube found that out before I caught it, what would it be what would I face? Would I be fined? Would I face the deletion of my channel? Kids get on here, and even if we don't know it, they get on their parents' YouTube channel or YouTube profile. So, and who knows how long that was posted before I caught it in time. So, like, I'm mortified on one aspect, and I'm so scared on the other. So, and it was like 4 or 5 times it happened, and it's different names, and I wish I reported them, but instead I blocked them thinking, oh, I can report them too. No. Once you block them, they're blocked, and you can't go back to the comment to report it. So I'm like, dang it, I should have reported it first and then blocked. So, because it like automatically gets deleted, and it was horrible. So, and I'm hoping that it's like totally 100% off my page and you guys can't see it because I blocked them from the channel. But I mean, it happened to my Drill With Me's with the Harry Potter Gryffindor house thing. I'm just going to say sign. The Gryffindor sign. So, but it made me furious. It made me upset. I told Mom about it, and she's like, what the actual heck is going on? I was like, I'm hoping I don't lose my channel over this, because I don't know if I caught it in time. I know kids get on here, they get on their parents' account and uses their parents' accounts and stuff like that. I'm just hoping I caught it in time, and I hope I don't lose my channel over it. But I haven't heard anything from YouTube. I haven't heard anything from anybody else. So, so far so good. I've been keeping an eye on my channel as much as I can with everything else that's been going on. So if I just disappear one day, it's because of this incident. And I'm hoping YouTube is has mercy and understands that this is not acceptable for me, and I don't accept this stuff. So that happened. Close that chapter and move on. But the other thing that kind of pissed me off on that one was like I'm actually talking to the physical person. They pinned my video, like, oh, well, we don't really like this part of your video. We want to start here. That was a slap in the face. Like, you don't really like what the creator is starting, like making a video. The creator spent hours. You don't know how long it takes to make a single video. Now, granted, I could sit here for 30 minutes diamond painting with you guys. I could also edit the video. I could spend maybe the tops that I would edit a diamond painting video would probably be 10-20 minutes, depending on if there's something I'm saying that I don't really want to be saying. So I might beep me, have a little beep. But I don't spend any time editing, but I spend about 30 minutes on a video. And for you to go and pin my video and to a starting point, that's like slapping me in the face and telling me you don't like my content. Why not just, go to a different video? If you don't like my content, go to somebody else. Don't ruin my content, because I like my content. I like how I produce my videos. It's working for me. If it's not working for you, you don't feel it, that's fine. So that's what made me a little bit upset there. I'm just like, you pin it, and then I found out what the link was, and then I was furious. I was beyond furious, actually. I was just like, no, this is not happening on my channel. So So yeah, that's why comments are now set to review. But once I review them, they'll get published if they meet my standards, which are basically kid friendly, appropriate. So, like, at the beginning of this video, I warned you guys that I was gonna cuss. Well, I said I might cuss, or so there's that warning. But in comments, no cussing. Be polite and respectful. If you're replying to somebody else's comment, also be polite and respectful to them. Everybody is loved, and that's where I bring up the Black Lives Matter and the Pride. They are all equal to me. It does not matter your skin tone, your preference, nothing. You're all equal, you're all valid, and you all should be treated the same. So, and I don't care what my skin tone is and what my sexual preference is. I will still treat you with the respect that you deserve, because I believe that until you disrespect me, you deserve all the respect that you're giving to me. So, and that's how I want my channel to be run. Respect is given. We don't earn it. We automatically give it to each other. We don't show hate. Because the only person that you can see the skin tone of is me. And so you can't see the other person's skin tone unless they have a picture of them. There is one person that is, I say, my top commenter, because she comments on a lot of my videos, and I really like her. She, from what I get from her, the vibe, she's chillax. And she can correct me if I'm wrong, but she seems chillax. And she helped me with some ideas, and that's what I'm looking for. I mean, this channel is my channel, yes, but it's also a channel where I'm looking at you guys to help grow. So there's 56 of you guys right now. All your opinions matter. I will consider your ideas. The only thing is I like original content. So where people say whip and chat, I say drill with me, because ideally what I imagine in my head, sorry, that came out kind of weird, and it sounded weird, but anyway, what I imagine in my head is you guys are working on a project while I'm talking, and I'm working on a project as well. So it's not really like you're watching me work on my own project. That's what I imagine, at least. I mean, I could be wrong, but my imagination does go wild occasionally. But the things that I imagine is you're working on a project, I'm working on a project, and I'm talking to you. So we're drilling together. And so that's where the drill with me comes from. Original. I haven't seen anybody call these drill with me's. I could be wrong again. There could be somebody else out there who got drill with me, and that's fine. That's totally cool. If they got to drill with me, they got to drill with me. But like I said, your guys' opinions do matter to me. And she helped me out with getting suggesting like music with a drill with me. So, drill with me's will come back, because I really don't like the chit chats that much, because I don't have a lot to say. And when I do have a lot to say, it's like I don't talk that much. It's like my brain, it's kind of hard to describe it. My mom can actually describe it a lot better than I can. I get sidetracked a lot. So I get off topics and I start a conversation inside of a conversation. So I can have like 3-4 conversations going on at the same time, but it's all one conversation, and it's all the same type of information. But how my brain works is I could start in the middle of a conversation, tell you the information you need in the middle of it, tell you the beginning, and then tell you the end. All in one, bit. And that's confusing as heck. And my mom has spent the past 30 years learning this. And my mom sits there and she's like, you know what? I'm so good at puzzles because I have spent the last 30 years learning your puzzle, your lingo. And I'm like, geez, thanks. But I get it. It's very hard to, understand me. So when I do chit chats and do these, it's very hard for me to focus and remember what I want to talk about. And I can sit here and try a list, and I can have it, sitting right next to me, and it doesn't help because I'm focused on doing the painting in front of me. I don't look over at the list and be like, oh yeah, I need to talk about this subject. So, and I mean, that's the whole reason why I don't like to chit chat. So the music was a great hit. I really wish I could do like audiobooks or, something else that was, royalty free, that I could just, listen to in the background and just have that going. But I don't know if I can do that. I'll have to see. But if you guys think if y'all can find something that's, interesting to listen to, not too oldie, because I am in my 30s, so let's put it this way, I'm a 90s baby. Fantasy, sci-fi, that type of thing. So like Harry Potter, Vampire Diaries, those type of books, like teenage, young adult novels. I know probably some of y'all are, put it this way, old school, which is great. Not gonna dish on the old school. But I'm more of a younger generation, unfortunately. I'm just saying unfortunately. But anyway, if y'all find something that is something that we can listen to as a group and we can all agree upon, I don't even care at this point if it's just one person that's suggesting something. If it's something that it's a good read, then let's, do it. That won't get me into too much trouble. I'm like, let's do it. Let's not get into trouble, though. I'm a bad person. I'm suggesting things like getting into trouble, copyright claiming. Dang. But I will not read out loud because nope, I'm not good. I'm not a read out loud person. I can't do that to save my life. Find a word I can't pronounce and it's the end of that book. Because that book just got ruined. Okay. So I've got these little flowers to do. They're pink. So I've got to figure out which numbers the symbols are. So since we're changing up the stuff, and I can actually do the teardrops since those are next. 9 and 10. Changing up some stuff here. Let's change up the topic. Alright, so when I left you guys, I told you guys I was taking about a month off of work and that content was going to stop for about a month. Well, yeah, content did stop. I thought, I only had one video left that was going to be posting. I was wrong. I had some unboxings that I forgot about. And so those posted up, which, yay. Yay for me. That actually saved my butt. Because here I am, I was worried about my channel, worried about you guys, worried about content. I'm a big worrywart on certain things. And this is, okay, that's the entire thing is sticky, which is good. These things are huge. Anyway, so when it comes to content and stuff in my channel, I worry about things. And taking off a month, I have a backlog. And I'm trying to catch up on my backlog of stuff. I took off my month and I was supposed to actually go back to work on the 7th of this month. And unfortunately, I didn't return back to work. I am still untechnically off. I quit my job. So, I don't have a job right now. And I'm not in between jobs either. I am basically just taking time off until an unknown date. Okay. And the reason why I'm saying unknown day is because I don't know when um, this day will happen, when I'll go back to work. And this is why I'm saying don't come at me in the comments. So it was a discussion that my mom and I made. Oh, a decision, I should say, not discussion. Decision that mom and I made together. We talked about it after she broke both of her feet, and we're just gonna say broke. There's some technical, stuff with it, but to save time, we're just gonna say broke. Since she broke both of her feet, she couldn't really handle some stressors that happens with the kids. So, like picking up a child, moving them from bed to chair, or doctor's appointments, weighing a child. One of the children gets weighed every single day. She needed more time. Unfortunately, I was told by my main boss that I'm not allowed to get any more time than 30 days. And I'm like, okay, not a problem. And I told him, not a problem. But in my head, I'm thinking, if my mom's not better by June 7th, I'm quitting my job. My mom is more important to me. My family is more important to me than my job. And they are. And they will always be. So, and my mom and I, we talked about it a week before, because she wasn't doing better at all. By then, she really couldn't handle the kids at all, and I was stressing out about going back to work and then having to rush getting off and going outside, letting the dogs out, doing my smoky, and getting the kids out of bed, because they probably will be in bed all day at that point. So, and during this entire time that I was on leave, I was already helping out more around the house. Well, not really around the house, but helping out more with the kids. Taking them to the doctor's appointments, paying more attention to them, paying more attention to mom. And so it was agreed upon that I will take care of the house. Well, it's more like 50-50, it's supposed to be. But I'm taking care of the house while mom is taking care of everything else. I'm also taking care of the kids. I'm also taking them to the doctor's appointments. I still call mom on some major things, but some things I take care of myself. But it's actually helping me out a lot better, and I feel like it's been better for me as well, physically and mentally. uh, by doing this. And the reason why I'm saying physically and mentally is before the leave from work, I had a migraine attack in the middle of the night. Actually woke up from dead sleep. And I mean, I sleep like the dead. So basically, it's like a blackout episode. I black out. And next thing I remember, I'm waking up from sleep. Either partially rested or fully rested, whatever. But that's, excuse me, sorry. Dr. Pepper does it to me all the time. But anyway. Anyway, that's how I can describe my sleep, is blackout episodes. So, sometimes I'll have dreams, sometimes I won't. It's interesting when I do, because sometimes they're about my family. My family is very important to me, and so having dreams about them is not surprising to me. So, but it was the weekend before, my mom broke her feet, and I had a major headache, or migraine, major migraine. It was a 10. Woke me up from a dead sleep. I was basically hunting down an ice pack. Took my nice new medication, and this is the medication that my neurologist prescribed to me. This is medication that I will only take if I plan on going back to bed, because otherwise, if I take it, I am fighting to stay awake. So it's one of those, take it, go back to bed, because within 30 minutes you're needing to go to sleep anyway. So I took it. Of course, I got my ice pack. I'm like, okay, waiting for this medication to kick in, because once it kicks in, I can go back to sleep. There's no way I can go back to sleep with a 10. So I'm waiting and waiting. So I go outside, I smoke some cigarettes. And finally, I'm getting tired. Like, extremely tired. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go lay down. My head's still hurting, still pounding. And as soon as my head hits the pillow and I get comfortable enough, I'm passed out. I don't even remember, closing my eyes or anything. I'm out. And the next morning I wake up and I feel fine for an hour, and then the migraine starts again. And it's like, oh crap. And so I'm like, okay, I've already taken my 2 dose of my new medication, because how it was reading, I'm thinking I can only take it twice in 1 week. So I'm calling the pharmacy just to double check what it actually, if I can take it again, because my neurologist wants me to take it at the first signs of a migraine. And by the time I get a hold of the pharmacy, or the pharmacist, I'm talking to them about it. They're like, yeah, you can go ahead and take it again. You can only take it 2 times, up to 4 times in 1 week. So, but it's 2 days in 1 week. So, I can take 2 pills in 1 day, twice in 1 week. So, like, for example, if I have a migraine and I take a pill Monday, and that's the only pill I take on Monday, then, okay, cool. So, and then I have a migraine on Friday. I take a pill. Doesn't really do anything. I take another one. Kind of helps a little bit. I still need a little bit more help. I'm done for the day. I've taken my 2 pills that day. But I didn't take my 2 pills on Monday, so I can take another one, right? No. It's only 2 pills 1 day, twice a week. So that's all I can do. And the medication, as soon as I take it, I go to bed. It makes me pass out. I can't take care of any kids. I can't do anything. And I'm pretty much out. So, but so far I've only taken 5 pills, or I don't know how many pills I've taken. They give me 9 in 1 sitting, I want to say. I have to count my pills. So, but I've taken it 3 times. Let's put it that way. 3 different days. Not in the same week. 2 in the same week. But the 3rd one in a completely different week. So, so yeah, I had a major migraine before I went on leave. And then Mom did her thing with her feet. And, I called in all that weekend. And so, Mom was still not doing good. And so I asked to go on leave, May 5th. And the guy I was talking to, who was the acting manager at the time, he's like, yeah, how much time do you need? Do you need a month, 2 months, 3 months? I'm like, let's just go with a month for now and play it by ear. And he's like, okay, cool. Email me and I'll get you on leave. And so he did. And so I'm like, okay, I should be on leave. No worries for this weekend. I don't need to call in. Don't need to do anything. And so the following Monday, my actual boss calls me. And she's like, what's going on? So I tell her what's going on. She's like, okay, just to let you know, just because you asked for a leave does not mean you actually get a leave. And I'm thinking, what the actual fuck? Seriously? And she's like, and by the way, he didn't put you on leave. Now I'm actually thinking, what the hell? I'm at this point pissed off, furious, worried I'm going to get fired, but at the same time, hoping I was going to get fired, because if I got fired, I can get unemployment. Because it wasn't going to be my fault, because I was asking for leave because of personal family issues. And I was told I could go on leave. And nobody told me how to put myself on leave or anything like that. So, and she was on leave. So, like, what's going on? What are we going to do to fix this problem? How are we going to fix this? And she's like, well, since you talked to me now, I'll go ahead and put you on leave. I'm like, okay, good, thank you. That would be appreciated because I can't come to work. I've got kids to take care of. And so she puts me on leave and she's like, okay, so I can't backtrack this. I'm like, what about the 3 no calls, no shows? And she's like, don't worry, I'll just put down that you thought you were on leave. You were expecting to be on leave and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, that fixed that. And so she does all this stuff and she's like, okay, you'll be back June 14th. I'm like, okay, cool. Extra week off. Not a problem. And then she's like, oh, wait, no, June 7th. I'm like, what is it? June 14th or June 7th? And she's like, June 7th. Be back on June 7th. I'm like, okay, not a problem. Be back by then. Put it in my phone. And in my head, I'm thinking, if my mom's not better by then, I'm not coming back. Because you just added a whole bunch of freaking stress to my plate that I didn't need at that very point. And she brought up a conversation that we had a year ago. Like, literally, a year ago. We had a conversation about me wanting a break. And I had already taken a 2-week break prior in October. So, and she brought up that, and it's like, are you okay? It's like, should I be worried about you? Should I be worried about you that you're my boss and you remembering an old conversation that we had almost a year ago that I wanted to break and with that break? Like, I actually took it already. This is, a personal matter that I'm taking. I'm not wanting a break at this point. I actually do want to work. But yeah, that was that. And so I spent my, month, little things here and there around the house with the kids, having fun with them, fun with mom, enjoying my time. And then a week before going back to work, we had the discussion and we made the decision about me quitting my job. Oh, snap-a-boo. Okay, so I'm actually getting tired, and I put 17 on 18. Where is my tweezers? There they are. These are actually crappy tweezers, but, they will do in a pinch. Actually, this will do in a pinch. Hi. There we go. That actually worked out pretty well. I can slide them around on the canvas. So anyway, so yeah, we talked about it. And Mom's like, at least help out more with the house chores. I'm like, yeah, not a problem. That, I'll do that. That to me is, me. I have no issues whatsoever. It's supposed to be 50-50. And I really don't care if it is or not 50-50. To me, as long as the house is clean, the house is clean. Who cares who does it? So that's pretty much what I do now. Is I clean house. I help her with things, with whatever she needs help with, and we go from there. So I take the kids to, like I said, doctor's appointments. I handle things on my own. If I can't handle it, I'll call her. She's usually available. If she's not, she's probably doing something, taking care of a kid, whatever. So, but I'll call her and tell her what's going on, give her an update before I forget about it, which is another side effect for my migraines, by the way, is I have memory loss. Very lovely. So I have that to worry about. So whenever doctors look at me kind of stupid, I'm like, dude, just please give me 2 orders. Like, print it off, please. Don't ask questions, just do it. I literally have one doctor where I step on glass because I'm a little bit leery on him. He's actually yelled at my mom apparently once, and I'm like, dude, don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. That's what I keep saying to myself. Don't yell at me. Like, please, I have a condition. Do not yell at me. I can't remember things. And I'm so scared to tell people that I can't remember something. And they're like, oh my god, I'm going to report you to DHS. You're taking care of kids and you can't remember crap. I'm like, can't remember most things. I can remember important things. Next thing they're going to ask me, what's their birthday? I'm like, can't you just ask me, the year they were adopted? That's important. That's more important. Oh, I cracked myself up. that got fixed quite easily. So, on this canvas, you can slide the drills around. That's nice to know. So when you make a mistake like I just did, slide them around. Voila. Alright, so this is the last batch I'm going to do, and I'm probably going to call it a night on this one. So yeah. Let's see. So I really didn't talk much about Black Lives Matter or the Pride, other than, they're accepted here. And that I really don't care about your skin tone or your preferences. But, I mean, the only thing I have to add to it is there's so much hate. There's just so much hate towards it, and it's beyond ridiculous on how much hate there is out in the world right now towards Pride and towards Black lives. Seriously, just the people who hate so much need to get over themselves, look in the mirror, and just tell themselves you're loved. Because apparently, key factor. Or they're so screwed up in their brain that they can't figure out their ass from their head. Or that they can't figure out their ass is so far up their head so far up their ass to pull it out. So, that's my thought on that. And the reason why I bring that up is there was a YouTube video. I can't remember what it was. Well, I can't remember what it was. But or was it a YouTube video or was it a news report here for Oklahoma? That's the question. But anyway, it was about a Black Lives Matter t-shirt. At a school, and was asked to turn it inside out. So a student was wearing it, and they were asked to turn it inside out due to politics. And they pointed out that some of the other students were wearing some other clothing that was pointing to politics, but they wasn't asked to turn their t-shirts inside out. Only the Black Lives Matters t-shirts were being asked to do that. And it's like, seriously, it's just a t-shirt. It's not gonna do anything. And I can't remember what the school's reasoning for it was. I'm thinking it's because it was it's so new right now. It's in almost every single news media still. I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but it's been there, done that type of vibe. Just like everything else nowadays, it's been there, done that. You got a t-shirt. So, but I mean, it's still in the media, and it's still very popular. So I'm thinking that's why it was being asked to be turned inside out. So I feel sorry for the student. I really, the person who was asking for that would understand that the person that they were asking, one, it was a teacher that was asking the student to turn it inside out. The student was of color, of course. And I say of course because, I mean, there. So my train of thought is like 0 to nothing right now. So it's like all over the place. So the student is of color, and I don't know if the teacher was of color or not. And I'm saying of color like media. Anyway, so the student was black, and I don't know if the teacher was black as well. But the person who was upset the most was the parent. The student was, upset, yes. But the parent was upset the most. The parent was pointing out other students who were wearing other garments that had what's the word? Now my words are failing me. Other politics views, like other things that was, politic wise. So, and, asking, what's wrong with my students' attire? And was getting the response, it's not appropriate, it's not appropriate. Well, bullcrap, it's not appropriate. It's not appropriate because you're saying it's not appropriate. It's not appropriate because it's still so new, and you don't want to draw attention to it at school, where it should be drawn attention to the most, because kids, they're like sponges. They're like sponges. They will soak up everything. So they see their parents acting a fool. They're going to act a fool. They see you telling a black student to turn their t-shirt inside out because they have a Black Lives Matter shirt on. They might do the same damn thing. And you want to sit there and say, you're trying to be a role model. Being a role model would be going up to that student and being like, can I give you a hug? That's me. That's who I am. I'm just like, can I give you a hug? Because, it takes courage, one, to stand up for your beliefs. It takes strength, two, to face people every single day who will criticize you, who will put you down, who will tell you that you don't mean anything because of what you wear, what you look like, how much you weigh, especially when you're going to school, especially if it's a public school. Kids are the most coolest little things in the entire world, and they will pick on each other, and they will bully each other, and it could be a matter of everything. It could be the slightest little thing, like Jimmy. Okay, just throwing a name out here. Say, Jimmy. He's in foster care, and he's being treated horrible at home from his foster parents, and nobody's listening to poor Jimmy. And poor Jimmy is getting molested and just getting beaten. And so he's acting out at school. And so the teachers are just thinking, oh, Jimmy's just being a brat. And instead of listening to poor Jimmy, they just do away with him. And so instead of listening to our kids, instead of being their voices, what we're doing in this instance, in this scenario where the child was asked to turn their Black Lives Matter t-shirt around or inside out, what we're doing in this scenario is we're showing that this student and to the other students that we don't care about the symbol of what that student is wearing. We don't care about their heritage. We don't care about Black Lives Matters movement. We don't care about any of this. All we care about is education. We don't care about your home life. We don't care about you as a person. We just care about you coming into our building and getting an education, and that's it. I mean, I've seen plenty of TikToks about how children are asked to change clothes because they're in a spaghetti tank top because it's 90, 100 degrees outside, and they're going to be a distraction. And it's like, no, I'm not going to be a distraction. And it's like a distraction to the boys. And it's like, so what I'm wearing on my body is going to be a distraction to the boys, but you rather want me to wear something that's more inappropriate for the weather, since it's 90, 100 degrees outside, to be more appropriate because of the boys. And then goes on to say something smorky. So when do we stop worrying about what our children are wearing and worrying about what we put into their brains, what we put into their personalities at the ripe age of starting out at pre-K? Okay, starting out at the very basic grade school, pre-K. What can we teach them at pre-K? We can teach them sharing is caring. We can teach them be kind to others. Very basic things. And then once they get up to kindergarten, we can continue the sharing is caring, the very basic things. We can continue that, and we can build on that, and we can continue to build on it every single school year. But we're only going to be able to exceed if we build on the building blocks and not knock them down every year. And it has to do with teachers and students alike. It's not just students on students. It's students on with teachers and teachers on students. So it's basically a three-way triangle. You got students on students and students on teachers and teachers on students. It's a madness. And then you have teachers who are being underpaid, who are wanting to be, not wanting to be, who are counselors, who are cooks, who are cleanups, best friends,
you name it, the teachers are doing every single aspect and spending their own money because they can't get supplies that they actually need for their classrooms. And then on top of everything else, we hit COVID, and that threw everything off. And guys, I've got to stop here because I'm getting way out of this line. Well, not out of line, but way off of topic. I've got to stop. I'm getting tired. I feel it. I've stopped diamond painting, and I'm just continuing to talk here. This topic is just so deep, and how I feel about it with the kids, it's so much like, yes, that is so much, and I didn't really think I would sit here and talk about that, especially with the t-shirt being asked to be put inside out. I didn't think I would have so much to say about that, and the structure of schools nowadays, or I don't even know how they are run nowadays, but back when I was in school, and so things need to change in our schools, bottom line, for our kids to feel safe, for us to put them in a safe place. That's all I'm going to say for that for now. Hopefully I can remember some of this stuff tomorrow and we can pick them up, because I'll probably load this up and have this up on Wednesday, and then have another part up the following week, because this is going to be like my little chit-chat thing. This is what I feel like when I feel like to chit-chat with you guys. I'm just going to start a project and chit-chat until my heart's content, at least. There was some major things I wanted just to throw out to you guys and get them off my chest. I wanted to talk about my work. I wanted to tell you guys about my comment section, so that way you guys are not like, oh my god, my comments are not showing up. Don't worry. It's going to take me a minute. I have a lot on my plate. I have my family to be taken care of. I've got my backlog that I'm trying to, get down. I've got all my finished videos done. I'm working on my unboxings right now. I've got this video done. I had 3 already Drill With Me's pre-recorded that have been uploaded. You guys already seen one Sunday. You'll see the other 2 this upcoming Sunday and then the following Sunday. So I've got to record some more before that second Sunday passes. Now that the first, it's 3 Sundays technically, but one Sunday has already passed, so I have 2 more Sundays before I need to post more of that Drill With Me. You got a bonus video. Basically, this is a bonus video. So, I'm trying. It's gonna get there. I can't promise, a lot of unboxings on my channel anymore. All I can say is I'm gonna try what I can do. I was kind of hoping to get to 1,000 subscribers first, and then see where I get on that. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do for the family, and that's what I done. So yeah. Don't come at me in the comments below for my choices. This was for a family need. It's also a medical need as well. I'm not having any more migraines. Thus far, I'm not waking up with any tins. So this is also a medical need as well. The less I use my computer behind me, the better. So, yes, um, medical need and family need. That's why I quit my job. But other than that, I will talk to you guys in the next video. I hope you all do well. And thank you for coming by and drilling with me and chit-chatting with me as well. Bye for now.